As we enter the era of Carmelo D'Antoni 2.0, it's understandable that the quotes coming from the Rockets camp are couched in a lot of ifs. After all, it was a relative disaster in New York 6 years ago, but a lot has changed. And while the Rockets lost two key members of their team in Trevor Ariza and Luc Richard Mbah-a-Moute, replacing them with Carmelo might not change their ability to challenge Golden State for Western Conference supremacy. Offensively, the key is whether Melo can accept his proper role in the high-octane attack led by James Harden and Chris Paul. For those who don't think Anthony has adjusted his game as he's gotten older, just look at the amount of possessions he's used to isolate over the past 3 years, replacing them with better spot-up shots. And there simply won't be many isolations for him in an offense where Harden and Chris Paul ranked 1st and 5th in total isolations last year. I think it's plain even for Melo to see that as his athletic ability has declined, so has his effectiveness to go one-on-one, and in order to avoid a lot of bad misses, he's going to have to play more as a role player than ever before. With the Thunder, Melo struggled from behind the arc on catch and shoots, ranking 30th out of 42 starting forwards. But he wasn't that far behind either Trevor Ariza or Ryan Anderson, and with more accurate passers in Houston, it's reasonable to assume Melo will match or exceed that same production they had gotten from those other forwards. One thing that makes Melo's shot so effective is his rhythm dip. Notice how springy and explosive it is, and it gets to the bottom of the dip at the same time his right foot plants to jump. A big reason why he's not consistent shooting the ball is the timing of his dip isn't always the same, nor does it always have that same spring effect, not to mention shot selection itself. While Melo does give the Rockets the added benefit of putting the ball on the floor to attack, let's face it, he's not getting by anyone anymore. Relegated to tougher pull-up shots, and it remains to be seen how Daryl Morey will react to his one-dribble pull-ups from the mid-range. It worked out fine with CP3 doing it a lot last year, but can they sustain two players firing from that range in the lineup together? Where Melo is going to be valuable is as a ball screener who then pops out from behind the arc for open shots when the defense has to honor Harden and CP3's threat to score on their own. This season promises to be full of intrigue and excitement as teams are beginning to realize there's a chance they could beat the Juggernaut Warriors simply due to time elapsing and attrition. And this means you're going to want to get tickets to see your favorite NBA teams as often as possible. And there's no better way to order your tickets than with SeatGeek. Download their simple-to-use app, and in only a few taps, you'll have fully guaranteed seats to a sporting event, comedy show, concert, or the theater. They scan the web for the best prices, give them a grade so you know if you're getting a good deal, can show you the vantage point from the seat, and deliver the ticket to your phone. Best of all, you'll get $20 off your first purchase if you use my code BBall. So stop dreaming of watching Harden kick it out to Melo in the right corner for the splash. Make it a reality by using SeatGeek to get your tickets. Enjoy the game, save some money with my code, and find out if Melo's defense is going to be as big of an issue as everyone says it will. The best part about going to the Rockets is that Houston will no longer be able to torch him in the pick and roll like they did mercilessly when he played in OKC last year. But the Thunder had a top 10 defense with him playing heavy minutes, and with players like PJ Tucker and Clint Capella alongside him, they should be able to mitigate the disadvantage. Tucker is a junkyard dog on defense who can actually keep pro ball handlers in front of him, and Capella can erase a lot of mistakes with his shot blocking at the rim. So anticipate quite a few of these plays as Melo gets blown by, but is saved by the collective team defense and individual brilliance of Capella. While the departure of two of their three best defensive forwards hurts, I'd argue that adding Melo makes up for enough of it that they shouldn't miss out on too much. In fact, look at the on-off numbers for Ariza last year. They're not exactly screaming that his time on the court contributed to their best defensive efforts. That said, at this level, when the team is expected to make the conference finals and challenge the Warriors and/or even beat them, it'll be a real challenge for Mike D'Antoni to figure out how to maximize Melo's skill set for the betterment of the team. It could very well be as a microwave off the bench, where defensive issues become a little less pronounced. But you can rest assured the Warriors will pick on him just like the Rockets did last year, no matter when he plays. And if he can't give them good production on the offensive end consistently, then they'll be stuck in the same place they were last year, on the brink of getting to the finals, but left to watch from their living rooms come June. Sports fans, make sure to hit the subscribe button and adjust your settings so you can get notified immediately when we drop another great NBA video. Let us know how you feel with a thumbs up and a comment. After all, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?